So today we'll see what is GraphQL API. So it is an API which gives power to the client and we load only the data we need, like this shown in the example. Why is this advantageous? Because with REST API, we will get everything whether we need it or we don't. Whatever the REST API is written for, we'll get everything back from the database or from the server, which creates load um, in client's end, and that unnecessary load will create delay. So with the GraphQL, we can just request what we need, and it will just return what we request. To create a GraphQL project, we create a solution, we create a web project, and we add this web project to the solution. All these commands can be found in this GitHub README file. Now once that is done, let's do some housekeeping. Go to launch settings.json file and check if it starts with IIS setting, and your settings should look something like this. After that, please come to app settings.json and add under allowed host connection strings and create a context with a data source local database, uh, the vanilla connection string. So once our Motu context has been created, we will inherit it from DB context so that we can work with the records. This design depends upon yourself, but I have added a data folder and created context, and faction is a C# object that will reflect the table inside my database, which has column faction ID, base faction name, updated, inserted, and the table name is faction main. So query class is where GraphQL query will gets its data from. We have get factions function taking 4 parameters. If 3 of them are null, it will return the whole list. If faction ID is not null, then it will return selected faction ID, and likewise for base faction and faction name. Now let's go to startup class. This is where all our wiring has happened. So in configure service, we have added Motu context and services for add routing and add GraphQL server, add query type. And for configure, we need to add endpoints as map GraphQL so that it gets GraphQL query mapped through our context. Now for the demo part, let's run this. Hope it runs without problem. And we must provide GraphQL endpoint here. And you can see the GraphQL running. And if we run without any parameters, it will return everything